Hey there, my name's Eli, and I happen to love Star Wars, superheroes, and video games, which is probably the only motivation I even had for naming this channel the way that I did. Anyways, I hope you guys do enjoy the content you are about to see, and without further ado, this is the Geek Crusade! oh my gosh. Oh, is that urgent? Hello, Crusaders, how are you doing today? Always means so much to me to have you guys here on my channel. I really do appreciate it, so thank you guys for tuning in for yet another video. Today, I have a topic that's actually pretty unrelated to gaming, like whatsoever. It doesn't have anything to do with gaming, but you are seeing on your screen some leftover Overwatch gameplay that I did not show on my Farah review, almost said interview, on my Farah review video. So hopefully you guys do enjoy that. That was a crazy game if you guys pay attention closely. There was actually a really close game all the way through, and so I won't spoil it, but please sit back and enjoy the gameplay while you listen to this commentary, and hopefully I won't bore you to death. But I guess I had been talking to my friends about this issue, and that's what kind of compelled me to do this topic for my channel, because I don't want my channel to just be aimless commentaries, talking about nothing, going around shooting things and doing live commentaries. As much as I do like those kinds of things, and I do like those kinds of videos, it does kind of get old. I know it gets old for you, and it gets old for me, so I wanted to bring some really, truly unique content to my channel. But I've been talking to some friends of mine about how it seems like people get so angry at opposing viewpoints. It seems like people get so mad when somebody else's opinion or view doesn't match up perfectly with theirs, and it's led me to wonder why in the world this happens. It's led me to wonder why in the world people can't just accept that not everybody's opinion is going to be like you, and so therefore it is pointless to get mad when somebody else's viewpoints and opinions don't agree with yours. The only time you should get upset or mad is when somebody is approaching you aggressively or disrespectfully. That's would be the only time, the only situation, the only instance where you get angry or upset when somebody expresses their viewpoint. But other than that, if they're expressing their viewpoints peacefully and respectfully, then what's the point in getting angry? I guess the best example that I can use to explain this point of mine is by the way I was raised. I was raised with a saying that there are a handful of things, two things in particular, but not limited to two things, that you should never discuss, especially with people that you know have an opposing viewpoint from you, and that is politics and religion. Now, I will not be discussing religion in this video because it seems like that is a really tough thing to talk about right now. I don't know why. I have a very passionate view on that. I'm a Christian, but I'm not going to explain that because I don't feel like, or feeling like it's a disrespectful topic to discuss, so I'm just not going to go there. What I am going to use to discuss this topic today, the example I am going to use is politics. I have a really good friend that I work with. She's a very dear friend of mine, very close friend of mine, and she has a pretty opposite viewpoint of mine when it comes to politics, when it comes to the presidency, when it comes to, politics in general. And she has even told me all the times that she has gotten in many arguments with her teachers and with her other friends about how, she just feels like they don't really know what they're talking about and that they're just kind of following the bandwagon, and it kind of causes her to get angry. And she's told me that she doesn't ever want us to talk about politics and everything like that because she knows that we are exact polar opposites when it comes to that topic, when it comes to that issue, and she doesn't want our friendship to be hurt or to be ruined because of political differences, because she's very passionate about what she believes and I'm very passionate about what I believe. But in the same token, we have talked about things, not in depth, not very deep, but we have talked about things on the surface when it comes to our political viewpoints, trying to understand each other's viewpoints, because we are good friends. We are best friends at work and everything. So those things that we've talked about, we have managed to keep a civil conversation. We have managed to keep it where it doesn't get out of hand. We don't argue about it. I don't remember one time where we have ever argued about politics. We respectfully disagree, but we never allow it to get in the middle of our relationship with our friendship. And I guess that's what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. If there's somebody chances are there are many people that that you are close to, whether it be a family member or another friend or whatever the case may be, that doesn't have an exact same viewpoint that you have, specifically when it comes to politics, because one thing America has developed is political diversity, a freedom to believe how you want and vote based off of those feelings because of the democracy that we have, and I'm very thankful for that. I've always said that opposing viewpoints are welcome to me because I honestly like to know. I may not necessarily be persuaded to believe that way, but I would like to know why the person that doesn't agree with me believes what they do. I just find that interesting, and I definitely don't believe that it's anything that should be argued about or should be slandered out of proportion and should send us to a point where we disrespect each other. I just don't think that's necessary, and I guess I just felt a reason to talk about this because it seems like our country has been more divided than ever over this year's candidacy for the presidency, and it really kind of bothers me that people are this irrational about this. We live in a democracy where we can vote for who we want to vote for, who we believe can do the best job. Why in the world are we on the streets attacking supporters of a presidential candidate that we don't agree with? Why are we calling those people certain names and stereotypes because we believe that that's what that president is or that potential president is? Guys, I just don't understand it. And if you're one of those people, I'm sorry. And if it feels like I'm stepping on your toes, then maybe you need to rethink, you need to reevaluate how you go about things, because there's no reason for you to get so blown out of proportion about a topic that should actually be friendly, that should actually be educational. When we talk about politics or religion or anything where we know there's a chance that that person doesn't agree with us, it should be a chance to learn, to expand our perspective, to expand the way we look at the world, the way even those who oppose our viewpoint, the way that they look at things, and maybe pick out things here or there that are like, maybe, just maybe, this person has a point in this area that I never even thought of before. Just because somebody disagrees with you guys doesn't mean that we have to just lash out at each other. And if I can eliminate anything in anybody's mind while I'm alive on this earth, then that would be to eliminate the fact that, to eliminate the way of thinking that if you don't believe like me, if you don't agree with me, then you're worthless and I'm just going to disrespect you. That way of thinking needs to stop. So I could really go on a rambling session about that. I just wanted to use politics as an example as to how badly people just get up in arms and get so aggressive over the fact that people don't agree with them. Because the bottom line is, if everybody believed the same way, there would be no uniqueness, if that's a word, if I can use that word without getting slandered in the comments below. There wouldn't be any kind of individual personality. We would basically be walking robots, all believing what we're supposed to believe, quote unquote. We're all believing the same thing. That's just not a way society should structure. I feel like a proper, successful society structures based off of a diverse group of people coming together about their diverse amount of viewpoints. So let me know what you guys think about this topic in the comments below. I just wanted to get a tad more deep for you. Hopefully you didn't drown in this conversation, but I am very excited and very anxious to see what you guys think about this topic in the comments below. So please let me know. Expand this discussion. Can you continue on this discussion after this video ends, talking about what you think about this topic? Now, I do not want slandering. I do not want disrespect in my comment section. If I see you're disrespecting somebody, mark my words, I will delete your comment. I don't care how big of a YouTuber I become. I will always monitor those things, and if anybody is being disrespectful to somebody else, I will delete your comment. So please keep a respectful conversation, respectful discussion, but also feel free to have that discussion in the comments below. I'd love to know what you guys think about this issue, about this topic, so please do that, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. Go and have an awesome day, everybody. Be blessed, and if you have any more questions about this topic, anything else that maybe you didn't understand, then please feel free to let me know down below. Thank you guys so much, and if you want to continue with my content, please don't hesitate to become a Crusader by subscribing below today. It would make me the happiest YouTuber on the face of this planet. So this is Eli Crusaders. Goodbye.